Hey guys, Brian here with Limelight Detailing. I'm out here in Eagle, Idaho today, and I am working on an older Monaco Dynasty RV. I believe this is a 2015, I believe. Anyway, it's over 10 years old, but still overall in great shape. Obviously, Monaco, they do a great job on their paint. Quality RV. The thing that we are focusing on today is this RV in particular has sat out in the sun with irrigation sprinklers just hammering it all summer long. And it's actually a gorgeous December day that we're working on this. You can see kind of up close all of this just milky white residue. This is one of the worst I've ever seen, actually. It's just been hammered. So we're working on getting those removed, and I wanted to just show you a quick process on how we remove intense irrigation damage on an RV. You've seen some of our other videos where we remove a little bit lighter water spots and things off of RVs, but just wanted to show you how it's done when it's this thick. So a couple things that we're working with today. I wanted to show you kind of our lineup. It's actually simpler than you might think. The main product I'm using is, this is a product called Splash from Mark V. This is called water spot removal or remover, but it's really simply, it's 100% sulfuric acid. So whether or not you get it from Mark V or another product, I would recommend, if you're dealing with something this intense, you need to use fully concentrated acid, not like a basic water spot remover or light water spot remover, like something you'd get off of the shelf. This is something, when you're dealing with something this rough, you've got to use some pretty intense product. But the process is actually pretty simple. So all I have is straight water spot remover acid in this container, and all I'm going to do, I'm just spraying it on the surface. It kind of goes up, the water spots are about 1/3 of the way up this panel, and I'm gonna do just like a little 2 foot by 2 foot section here, just so you can see this. As long as you're not dealing with extreme temperatures outside, like today it's about 55 degrees, it's like perfect to be doing this. I'm spraying it on there really straight, just straight, no dilution whatsoever, just straight on there. And what you're looking for, now I'm gonna grab this next little tool. So this is a clay bar mitt. You can kind of do this in one of two ways. I like to just use the clay on something this intense, but you can just spread it on with like an applicator pad. And what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish right here, is I'm really just trying to spread it nice and evenly. And this side that's exposed to the sun is actually, I completely did the driver's side. This is the passenger side. The driver's side was a little more difficult because it was actually a little cooler on the other side, so the acid wasn't chewing away at the water spots. What these water spots are primarily here in southern Idaho is you're dealing with irrigation water. You're primarily dealing with calcium and lime, which build up, and you've got to use a pretty aggressive product to get it off. Otherwise it's a fantasy to think if you're going to get it off with like a basic wash, and you don't just try to buff something like this off. You've got to use some heavy chemicals, and I found over the years that sulfuric acid is really the only way to do it. So what I'm going to do, you're kind of just looking, I'm going over this, I've probably gone over it, I don't know, 10 times, just back and forth. Okay, so we've got a nice little 2 foot by 2 foot section. And normally you want to wait for it to kind of haze a little bit. You're waiting, products have what's called a flash point. And flash point is when it really bonds, the acid really bonds, or like if you're dealing with glass cleaner or other degreasers, you have a certain point where it's like highest effectiveness. And being 55 degrees outside, we're actually, it doesn't have to sit very long. What you really want to be careful with though is if you're working in the summer, like you've got to get this stuff off the paint pretty quick because you can damage it if you let it sit too long. So anyway, we're about good to rinse it off. So I've just got a little hose on standby. So all I'm gonna do is just rinse this off. And there you go. So pretty happy with that. It just came right off actually. So here's to kind of give you an idea. Basically from about this line right here, you can see where we have we've done the acid, and then I'll kind of move a little further down. You can see all of that. So anyway, if you have an RV, camper, travel trailer, anything like that that's been exposed to some southern Idaho irrigation and you need to get those removed, we'd love to do that for you. Give us a call at 208-391-3455 or check us out at limelightdetail.com.